Alright, Allison, day 2 of proofs. Here we go. This is number 9 in your packet. Today we're going to be filling out everything. So, first thing, I'm going to put in statement, reason. So, I personally like to put all of my given things first when I do my statement. So, I'm going to put angle B is congruent to angle C. Angle D is congruent to angle F. M is the midpoint of segment F. And then all my reasons for this are going to be given. And then after I do that, I like to plug it all into my picture. So I know B and C are congruent. I know that D and F are congruent. And I know M is the midpoint. Now, midpoint means what? In the middle of my segment. So that's what I put here. Now I can move on to say that DM is congruent to FF. So DM is congruent to segment FF. My reason is going to be definition of midpoint. Alright. Now I have 3 pieces of information, so now I'm going to say, okay, here's my proof. So I'm going to prove that triangle BDM is congruent to triangle CFM. And my reason for this one is going to be angle, side. Alright, that's number 1 done. Moving on to number 10. First thing, let's put up our statement and our reason. Next thing I like to put in my statements by givens. I'm given that WZ bisects, which remember means cut in half, angle XZY and angle XWY. So that's all of my given. So now we have to decide what that means. We're saying that this segment right here bisects 2 angles. My first angle it bisects is XZY. So that means that this angle, XZW, is congruent to YZW. So we're going to write that. Angle XZW is congruent to angle YZW. And then our reason again is going to be definition of angle bisector. And we go back and we know that X or ZW bisects XWY. So that tells us that XWZ is congruent to YWZ. So put that here. Angle XWZ is congruent to angle YWZ. And the reason again is the definition of angle bisector. Now we still don't have enough information, so if you look here, my favorite, this is right on top of each other, they're sharing the side. So ZW is congruent to ZW because of the reflexive property. Now we have enough information to prove that these are congruent. So we're going to say triangle WZX is congruent to triangle WZY. And the reason is going to be angle, side, angle. So there. Right away, statement, reason. First thing I would put in is all my givens. So A, B is congruent to segment B, D, and B, C is congruent to segment B, E. Given, go in, so I know AP is congruent to BD, BC is congruent to BE, and then we go here and we have some vertical angles, so I could put angle ABE is congruent to angle DBC, and my reason is going to be definition of vertical angles. And then I'm going to finish. I have enough information to prove these triangles are congruent, so I'm going to say triangle ABE is congruent to triangle DBC, and my reason this time is going to be side angle side. Alright, that is it. You can try number 12 through 18 and then check your answers. Alright, have a wonderful day, sir.